There's something called post-truth. Post-truth. So let's say Ghana is a post-truth country. When they say post-truth, I want to read also. Post-truth is relating to or denoting circumstances in which objective facts are less influential in shaping public opinion than appeals to emotion and personal belief. Listen again. Post-truth country. Only in relation to or denoting circumstances in which objective facts are less influential in shaping public opinion than appeals in woman you see objective facts, not the party I belong to, not the gender I belong to, not who I like, not who I don't like, not what they said, or one can say you swing and saying objectively.
There was a time na you know Ghana and yet you who pictures be on social media. Na pictures na you who you know na wo Evelyn ujina Ghana presidential jet na pictures be so esa by an out jet ni na president team be chief of staff team ni nipa bi so ewom. Now I think say a ho and a costate Serwaa Broni incense no ebaye aba be drew this point nipa be brakansem. We've heard different narrations and all that. Now before I start this interview I'd like to ask you one first question. Say wouldn't Abranti be a friend of Akufo-Addo?
Minimum. Madam for dear, but I got to know him through a mutual friend in UK. In that Addo maybe I would to Canada, know him assistance, and that friend reached out. Before we go on, let me say this. I would like to introduce myself because Akufo name is just Serwaa Broni. They don't know who I am, what I do. So the legal name is Evelyn Addo. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered for 20 years. Baby, I'm here at I've been a nurse there for 17 years and I still work there.
Pacho, my legal name is Evelyn Addo, aka Serwaa Broni. I have been a registered nurse for 20 years. Where I am working currently, I have worked there for 17 years and I still work there. Is that what she said? Please, somebody give me a... Is that what she said? She's worked there for 17 years and she's still working there. I will show you why I'm laughing. She can't be working there for 17 years. It's impossible.
Now to get now President Timothy, Chief of Staff team.
First of all, let me tell you who I am.
I think say a ho and a costa.
My legal name is
Serwaa Broni.
Evelyn Addo.
Incense no ebaye.
I have been
be this point. Nipa be brakansem. We've heard different narrations and all that.
Kevin, my narration is what you are talking
this
about.
Interview, I'd like to ask you one first question, sir. Wouldn't Abranti be a friend of Akufo-Addo?
Do you know someone called Akufo-Addo? Yes. Oh, Dabi. My legal name is. Let me let people know my household name. Okay.
Minimum. Madam for dear, but I got to know him through a mutual friend in UK. In that Addo maybe I would to Canada, know him assistance, and that friend reached out. Before we go on, let me say this. I would like to introduce myself because Akufo name is just Serwaa Broni. They don't know who I am, what I do. So the legal name is Evelyn Addo. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered for 20 years. Baby, I'm here at I've been a nurse there for 17 years and I still work there.
I've been a nurse there for 17 years and I still work there. Serwaa Broni, let's go back to something you said on 25th October.
And I will hope say, me do information in Akoto say you are a threat to me because of say. As I'm making, and you say be and men I'm making me. asem we see me di kan report to e wo Ghana. Apart from that no. So share we email we so obi a ohun email we bia so hwe date now be say October 2019 and you will see Akufo-Addo ni hope see omu nyina omu din wom. This was an email and I'm send akoma Canadian embassy and some make nyina wom dada nya nne na make asem we. This is another email and also the same so hwe ha obehu it was addressed to Canadian embassy and also victims abroad. Victims abroad, I owe you guys a big thank you. Victims abroad Canada, they paid $10,000 directly into the team of care that was dealing with me, my psychotherapy and physiotherapy. So thank you guys. The money you paid to them, I got the treatment. So mono, from 2019, I had already made all this allegations and with evidence and whatever and emailed it out from October 25th Ghana 2019 and the Kobe and I was a Canadian embassy and anywhere that I needed to report to you guys. Me back room has I chose to go to RCMP but the Canadians just wanted to know say me is safe until they made the emergency and I exited Ghana. Me bedroom room has no medical police station, I'm the RCMP, and direct to me to Interpol, and all they said was, at least you're in Canada now, you are safe. Akufo-Addo and I made them know, say, Akufo-Addo no, our eye everywhere. Canada for they are so dumb when it comes to political way that they don't even know, say, me cry, benefited from MPP than you, because I have family members who are part of this MPP till today. But because or Tibe no t-shirt for a Canadian and Ghana MPP support them, and all they said was, me 100 me safe. Me person me call Ghana, I have to make it known to them. No pay security guidance and blah blah for me. Say me take that. Says I hope she and call for back room her. I make it known to them and one I'm telling dead. Same be any hobby. Me sorry, I have not been able to work for 2 years. Me a registered nurse. Me near Juma for 2 years because I work with my mind.
Did you hear that? I have not been able to work for 2 years because I work with my mind. Which means time no already interview no 2021 no. I have not been able to work for 2 years because I have to work with my mind. So Serwaa, you can't possibly work at where you are working at now for 17 years and still working. You can say I had worked there for 15 years prior to assembly, and I media and I'm Juma, but my call back for the last 2 years I've been working. Because you said you were not working because of assembly for 2 years. Into 17 years in there. I arrange one. Dam 17 years in a work kakran. Anna. Anna.
Go through because of me who to wine. Me bury as me who to them did the TV so.
So I just wanted to say there. It is not possible. It is impossible that you are working for 17 years wherever the fuck you are now. Okay? Okay. In Adama 25th October, you came, you said, let me read it. Living in fear and suffering PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. The lead government of the NPP staged my robbery with the help of Honorable Akufo-Addo and some armed national security boys. Proceedings leading to my unfortunate attack on October 24th, 2019, 2 years ago. I will refrain from reading Abazabazi. Then she said, don't ever settle for dual citizenship as a Ghanaian. Had I been a dual citizen holder, the Canadian embassy wouldn't have assisted me with an emergency travel document to exit Ghana as fast as I did. Don't forget you lied. You lied about your robbery. According to you, your first video was a scam. You said you and Mommy and Farah Martin is the only person you said it to. even though she stood there and watched you to tell a lie in the video so that you can get emergency whatever coming in. Now, what I want you to understand is, when you came this day, you were actually on your own, but sir, your post, you had a post that you have deleted. It comes after 25th October. I think it was 27th or 29th. And you said, I think you had spoken to Kevin Taylor for the first time, because the message said it was a fruitful 1 hour conversation. And your story will be heard, or say your story will be told. Signed, CEO of Loud Silence. You posted it now, it's not on your page. When it is coming, it is doing. Se eba neyo. No brofo na making. And Serwaa, when I was on this, I found something. I realized that when you went to the hotel and you got the key, after almost Fred, Honorable Hobson said, yeah, Mount Safwa, you wanted to go to the room because that's why you wanted it. When I listened to it, you got the key after Honorable gave the green light for them to give you the key. But when you took the key, now you never went into the room. Mental say, why do you the first place I want to go is into the room to get something else, some hanky, some new purse, something. Might go on my laptop, try and call my children, but you didn't do that. None of it. None of it. Yo kusangari. As that woman obi live 2 years and I okay, I'll remember. Remember Uncle Yo Kumashe Kazakhstan. Baby, I wear the Mazin one. Eh? Mm-hmm. So I realized that you never went into the room. You went, you got the key, then now you took the money that Mami okay, the banning number. Because the princess woman at the reception is not the person who gave you, who gave Mommy's child's number. Mommy knew her child's number. What's the Wufi Canada? Hey, you cannot do, your phone has to be on. You never called your children. You never went into the room to connect on the phone. You never went to change yourself. You didn't feel stressed. What could that? I have a phone. Emma will not ring. Emma. We do hotel now, you didn't go inside to refresh yourself. You just went down there to eat with the guy who you didn't trust, who the police had told you that was national security. They told you, 2 cases, or you still went, used your money, your 500. They say 500 nana modikoto phones 210 bakuma guy na musumoto baku. They say msikana aso na modikoko didi or anase any de modito card no so. But he didn't go to the room because after Mudidi Namuko Suna Mamiko fingerprint and after all of that you came back to the hotel, went into the room, and then you saw that the computer. Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you? Huh? Okay. Let's go back to this one.
I'm currently a medical student at University of Athabasca, okay. Alberta, University of Alberta, and I did my nursing at Athabasca.
Did she say she's currently at University of Athabasca, and that she did her nursing too at Athabasca? Did she just say that? Wait. I'll say I'm currently a medical student at Athabasca, University of Athabasca, say Alberta, and I also did my nursing in Athabasca. Munti.
We've heard different narrations and all that. Now, before I start this interview, I'd like to ask you one first question, sir. Wouldn't Abranti be a friend of Akufo-Addo?
two in UK. In that bedroom, maybe I would to Canada, no him assistance, and that friend reached out. Before we go on, let me say this. I would like to introduce myself because Akufo-Addo name is just Serwaa Broni. They don't know who I am, what I do. So my legal name is Evelyn Addo. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered for 20 years. Baby, I'm here at I've been a nurse there for 17 years and I still work there. I'm currently a medical student at University of Athabasca, Alberta, University of Alberta, and I did my nursing at Athabasca.
And I did my nursing at Athabasca, so okay. Mobek I say, the second interview, 25th October, no. When she was talking, say, Honorable Hopes in Inishi, Oba Brujekra, Mea Madam for Nadia, Energy Visa Man, Nadia or Diaspora Office, Madam for Nadia. I sat in the same university campus with her. Moka University of Kaino, Nanya Athabasca. And I want to know how many universities you've gone to because why a nursing now? And that they go me beside say into Nadia or no so nursing in or they were diaspora office one. But I guess you did some other first degree course another university with Nadia and so at Athabasca I nursing no as see a medical one. Because this is what you said. Wait. Let me find the exact.
Let me go through because of
okay.
And I will hope so. What now? Now, would me be my Interpol? Wouldn't be my Interpol? Say, men, I'm doing my Interpol. Me cry now, commit a crime against me. Me do my Interpol. Because then, you know, I'm out to crying. It would make a my Interpol. How to make a more almost say my headache. Say you've committed a crime and I've exposed you. For your information, what you wait, wouldn't capture it. What you wouldn't capture it. One gas I want to Canadian visa crown a wunyano. You want to apply, wouldn't die, wouldn't share the Canadian visa. Nadia Addo Musa. Our young me classmate, I'm in the University campus or Ryerson, Canada. Or known as
University campus of Ryerson. Ena onina di Adonko Musa Ekoye. University of Ryerson. But Ryerson, is it the same as Athabasca? I don't know. You tell me. I haven't been to Canada before. University of Athabasca. Now oye medical dia hosisi na ehwaso na oye ni RN no, ni nursing no Athabasca no Kevin Taylor ton weti. Nala so no jan also call Ryerson no. Onye na dia call Ryerson. Please, me I don't know. I am asking. If Ryerson and Athabasca are the same, because they were asking in court. Athabasca exclusivity.
I've lived in Canada for 28 years. I'm a mother of 5 boys, 4 from my past ex-husband, my past relationship, and 1 from my current relationship. And I think that's good for people to get to know who they're dealing with. And again, thank you, sir. You are a man and you've allowed me, a woman, to come here and discuss what a man that I was friends with, in this case, a president, did to me in terms of a criminal activity. So thank you very much.
Yeah, so with my earlier question, I'll say you just know Hopes and Addo and you should not be a friend like that. We'll be introducing each other.
No.
My next question is, are you on a mission to blackmail the president of the republic?
Bias.
Because Yati, in Gofa can see Serwaa Broni is on a mission.
No. I am not on any mission. No, I'm not on any mission to blackmail Obia. And nobody has sent me. I'm a big woman. I'm not a baby. I'm in my 40s. And Akufo-Addo were thinking this has something to do with politics. Politician be and if I had wanted money for Aseme told me, today would not be the day I'll be coming out. Last few months would not be the time I would have been coming out. Now come before the elections. So this is Asema me Akufo-Addo enya nkitahudie bi na wa man nkofo bi de boni di adi eda so ha me na me pese me ka ho ase enya obi ana asoma na I think said the Ghana force Ghanaians don't tend to understand compensation settlement and to say obi ya oboni na ose ma gia tum se ma ya oboni bi me pese me ma obi bi said be ya on fa me court and I say even so fa lawyers kra na lawyers ni bitimi agree say the assembly court I say
compensation settlement. Hey, okay. Yati. Compensation settlement.
In fact, on one legal team say, Yamra ni panenchen. You must say, you let me compensate no na Jamanaka. And I say, be our suffer trauma be and medical cost be you let me approach no na Jamanaka. And in my case, that is what happened. The team American say negotiators, or I should say, the team of
we'll go. I think we'll get to that point.
Anyways, the point is I'm not blackmailing anybody, and nobody is also bribing me because that is how it looks. It looks like either the president is bribing me not to talk, or I'm blackmailing anybody, but it's not. It's a plain cut compensation that we have negotiated, but there's nothing like that.
Compensation.
Over to me in less than 30 seconds. Ama obia osho sisi na adwene ne say asama kano obejiwe di no die na obetima kan ende die na obetima kire ende amasa nipa no ajiwe di because enye obia na jo asamedi
Mindizi
die metimi aka ne say sento wa da
yeah
me situation akoye situation whereby obi nsa hye wenum na opesa okanipa no in this case Akufo-Addo na nsa hye wenum
Akufo-Addo
say hope sin so support to Akufo-Addo so you know obo wapampem then I have family members who are also holding my jaw not to it down and me the victim is the one that's suffering right now and I say until what that be meeting me say until what that I wanted to say and I have my baby. My family members will be very upset.
I'm sure.
Mom, I love you. Daddy, I love you. My mom, my papa, my aunties. My auntie be okroma brekum sewa. Oni ni kunu and people from Penyufu ni Nana say Ajimai. Hobson himself has been contacting them, telling them so I'm gonna kasa. But then he himself will then go around and share information about me stolen device now or too. Cheap vloggers obi okra minimum. You meet people at occasions at where she will be a party and say they come on Facebook and say minimum they grow up where I've not known these people anywhere. And it's sad. So it's not my intention to be here. It's not very easy for me because my family members are wishing I wouldn't come here. My partner wish I didn't come here. But the point is, I'm not here to be good, be massive. And I mean, I have to stay within legal I can't just come here and show naked photos, naked videos.
Yeah.
But do I have such things in my possessions? Yes, I do.
You don't.
When I came out in October, Akufo-Addo himself, he goes around dating all kinds of girls and he has a clean-up team who cleans up.
We are
and some of these girls actually came in my inbox.
I know, you have a lot of things to say, but there's a specific reason.
Clean-up team.
Nana Addo. One after the and I'm Mr. Obro from the pa, but Anna Katrina Kramai. I maybe yet house and Quebec house. I yet equipment Quebec yet how now, but I think that what we are comfortable to me, this year, woman APT. Yet we Katrina to do a bit to me abwa ama yen of massive.
My question is, half me, don't half me, and fantasy half. It's make it cheap.
You have 3. Why 1.5? What try
find that so? And I said, how did you meet Akufo-Addo? Maybe for somebody can be a repair possible who Akufo-Addo first and it didn't come.
Okay,
sorry, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, President of Ghana, Mami Kanza. Nana
Akufo-Addo, the President of Ghana.
Yes.
May 2014. May 2014. Ewa Accra. you can say East Legon, ANC more precisely Coffee Lounge.
That means I'm not on your president then.
Baby, not your president.
Okay, Omanabia, Omanenam, and answer was Nipano and Nam. We just want to have, because as senior Becano Habia, we need to support it.
Na onon kwan and nam, but na me de me madam for the enemy mammy you na.
Okay. Question.
Serwaa Broni. You saw Nana Akufo-Addo, Addo Dankwa. He was not a president there. May 2014, and he was alone. Please, can somebody tell me when was the pink sheet cut? The first day of the pink sheet cut. Can somebody tell me? I think it was either April or May 2013. And first pink sheet cut. Now, walk away now. Please, I beg you. Kindly tell me. Which one was it? Oh, please. I know that I was deported in 2013. Deportation, or come 2013. Madam, you done won me 8 years. Oh, yeah, with them. And then 9 years. Mankai. Ma one kaka. But what deport him now, my bear now? Mokori na na Akufo-Addo there. Onka kami no eken ya asam na. Wa mama bano we It was the day of the pink sheet, the first court day. Nana Akufo-Addo is my witness. Madam Rebecca ushered me in. Auntie Gloria Akufu, lawyer for paying, That day, Nana Akufo-Addo's house was overflowing like sea waves. No, away you there. Say April or say May 2013, Moko Nana Akufo-Addo one. It was impossible to see that man ever alone. 2013. You saw him 2014, a year after, and he was alone. Hey, Serwaa Broni. When I saw Nana Akufo-Addo in his house, before I even saw the wife, it was not alone. Listen, I don't know how you did this, but this is how I did mine. Because of Agyapong, one of his cars, it was not the Rolls Royce. It was not the Rolls Royce. One of the luxury cars, and I may buy, I will say, yes, na me amemu asem na okodo mi fi se na Akufo-Addo pe na okasa obetie enti mede na makona na Akufo-Addo e homo wa ye onu o se okohia na wo ANC more a year after. No, me to find Nana Akufo-Addo was impossible, so I cornered one of Ken's drivers that I cannot crucify here, and I asked him how much Ken was paying him a month, and I gave him that money for an hour that very day. Me banone driver no me this second man me the man in Dallas me the man no pet and no driver is Ken luxury car enti me bano to front because everybody knows my daughter because ono penny akola oni Ken tonight and ono penny Ken in the parliament and everywhere. So if you are really around Ken, you know my daughter. So she was sitting in front of the car, and the car and my daughter were the visa and the American passport I entered the yard with. You do on one be na wo ken na eba na ne hair. We bo pon wo ya mbo pon mpo. You do street to that and the pastor say somebody on stop it. And I be gate, that's how I entered. So I do not know how you could meet Nana Akufo-Addo a year after, and he was alone at ANC more. Afterwards, Obey President, I was eating at Buka restaurant. Metiwo didi Nana Akufo-Addo and one care be adorable buy our lucky the whole place. The person coming to pay for me self can't come, so I have to finish and go. Muko to my car and I'm crying. That one self when Nana came, you couldn't breathe. Security was so tight, the tension was you could feel the texture. You saw Nana Akufo-Addo in 2014 and he was alone. Okay. Yo.
say the be a relationship when Nana Addo Akufo-Addo atwempena.
Okay, so the answer to that question is yes. Me ba out in October, no, because I wanted everybody to focus on the trauma that I've been through, the incident that happened, the crime that was committed.
Now you are claiming you had a relationship with Nana Akufo-Addo. But when you came in October, you wanted us to concentrate on your trauma. You, the same person, when you came in 2019, you wanted us to think that it was something else so that the Canadian embassy will give you emergency exit or entrance. Now, October 2021, you wanted us to only concentrate on your trauma. And now you want us to concentrate on how you were fucked. How was you, man? Quarter. As I'm like straight. Now one way deduce to see your lies and your bullshit. So don't give us. I wanted you to think. So anyway, wait. Did you say you had a relationship with Nana Akufo-Addo? Now you had a relationship with Nana Akufo-Addo. I have a problem. So because when you came, you wanted us to concentrate on your trauma. You lied that you didn't have anything to do with him. And now, suddenly, you don't want to concentrate on your trauma. You want to concentrate on the atupa that Nana did. So now we should listen to that one too. Bele papa. Papa. You came and made us know that you and the man, nothing could be. Because you don't do men no more. Huh? You don't do men no more. So what happened?
But Ghana for Antony and Timasi, and they went jumping for the relationship. So yes, the answer to that question is yes.
The chimpana, impana chibuha a telephone sumpana, the be also a radio sumpana, impana chibuha a long distance relationship. When Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, president of Ghana, a chimpana, Sebio, moye intimate, and I will be able to say, only president, my man kind of straight now because very important. These are, did you ever had intercourse with Nana Addo Akufo-Addo? Only Akufo-Addo enya inkitahu dieda.
Okay, so the answer to that question, I've met him physically, yes. And let me tell you, I'm not a baby, he's not a baby. And before people meet to have such encounter, they have discussions. Yeah. I know some people have been questioning because of my sexuality and whatnot, but what I can say is,
not because of sexuality, because you told us that you don't do men and you told him. That is why we are surprised you are suddenly coming out to say that there was any shit that went on with you and Nana Akufo-Addo. Not because of your sexuality. Stop playing that card. Nobody hates LGBTYQNMPSF. No one hates all the alphabets. Obiala hate one. We don't care. We are happy that when they fuck their asses or lick their pussies, it make them come. We don't care. But don't play that fucking card. That's not why we are talking. We are talking because you are telling too many different stories.
Than a woman himself. So it was discussed. He has erectile dysfunction. There's no news about that. And so I saw him like another woman. And yes, I have had intimate relationships with him.
How? You see him as a woman. He lies down as a woman. And you have negotiations like he's going to be. But you have been having her. How? Why are you all over the place? You are contradictory. You are contradictory. Okay? You are contradictory.
Brofon kwa ubetumi achire motwi se na bia na ma omutia no omobetia si Michelle.
That's right. Question I was answer and say ani.
But oka bi kan say onye bema na say your president.
Okay, and me say me nya akra no no so nya akra na ansa na obi ni obi be hia ko edem no. Mature people no they discuss into one onim me and onim me sexuality Ghana for the day kasa bebre no ne man and am no yesi but Akufo-Addo na nkasa no me say me ne da ho out say dem ne oba da ho nti enye news na ya discuss that.
Inside is a companionship. Open such as a president in Huniho. And now just companionship. You spend the time together. That's an opposite. See, Yamra a year, the Ekofa and some way in our bio. Johanna, you who pictures be now would see presidential jetting. And no Ekofa in Sembe Breba Ghana say a dang and I could say Sibio on ye politician, ye names or security clearance. Adechiya or T presidential jetting to pictures. Now me kai say all the pictures will be my main try na for so ebia pictures no money be hu no almost so enya idea of the yeking Emma pictures to say picture winner edin kan e baaye ana manfo busa ho nsem inti echire no ebi beka ho emi hu picture bi so et say and I would take presidential jetting. Echire no pictures be to say Nana Addo Akufo-Addo president and Ankasa so etijet man. It looks like say it be out in opposite because Sibia picture and it no. In fact, let me show all the pictures. Senior beya because me pese beja bibia me pese obiati eye ye kan nyina ase. Eye chief of staff so no so ti eye presidential jetting. Yehu ye service not almost woman almost serve a year more namo jet
and then
now my question is I'm sorry I'm some system delay there are a lot of people online now slow the system now my question is say a Jane Akunya, when the mouse Akunya no mautimi kotena presidential jet na unya that security clearance no nipa wine and a boa e mautimi e join his presidential jet na eko Kumasi no.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. And Sana, maybe Saxon Nanon, Pesami Case, Hobson, Eddie, audio be a na me Casa will say, oh, where's your president in Kaudiman Kaukaso or Fania Smisi? Meaning said that will come after. Now, how do you know the person me kafa say at my age, not everybody I've encountered with, and I'm a minimum. So my mother didn't know that I knew the president earlier. But to whom in the picture be I posted in 2019 was when she did that audio. Okay, so now question will be presidential jet no Akufo-Addo himself. Na me Ghana, me call Ghana July of 2019, my birthday. And na Ghana, me have on the time. He was in France. Until me communicate with him say me Ghana no. Me come Ghana my plan. And we decided so pursue him. And I'm a man aware say me nya time ehunu because time or be free in France me no. Me so me baba Akusu birthday July until I would want to return and celebrate with me baba. And he was able to convince me say me na me ba nkasa. And I'm a man who say adwuma mo so. Then I was able to get time off from work. Into free in France, Beland Day, you know. I don't know no friend, no me kasa. I said, "Dear Obeko program B, a program na Saturday into a fly Friday near Kumasi," and I agreed to it. Now that time, we didn't cry the information. Ma, JK Travel and Tour. Amasa Nipano Afreme arrange different tickets. I said, I won't leave Ghana the date I was supposed to leave, but me time kakra. So Akufo-Addo nankasa NMA me kwine. And in fact, me cry time and I was saying me share or more around 8 p.m. for the flight. You know, I was busy somewhere with East Legon. As I betray Muko soon to the time they waited about 45 minutes for me. Until somewhere, no, trying a lot more train. And my smile, I think the driver Joseph or somebody else, bad than a car, the lady, me car because he thought send me be a Jubilee airport no one. So ni pakronet me car the lady me on airport road kuma Accra. So that baby are normal no. And in fact, people were even asking, say, hey, na lady why you're trying about 45 minutes for her. So getting on that flight, the Akufo-Addo me invited.
Now, go through any security check because President need to kwine. Wine and a saka sa trip no nipa wine and okay so almost happening. And which checks Ben Aukumu and Sana Utumi Ekunya President Jet Martin?
Me pacho my secret checks DMT.
Now, it's sad that it physically didn't happen, but I want you to understand, say, just the fact that Honorable Akufo-Addo had brought you that far was clearance enough, if you get what I mean.
Na you can say me students for marriage be me packet car na me no marriage the car be di me ni mo no e ma mi see
the Benz formatic na using wo ba biom na ye ma on izan central na wo de call man ke yokoku na Benz formatic no wen Benz formatic na wo de kokko fro falcon no wo ba a few months after na Benz formatic no o hin
eno ano na chese omo kro o ma twen me ache nti na o ma abegina flight na no a o mo twen se meba me duru ha na good evening ye chia no na madam for me na so ye chia no eno ano obi an check hwe nipa na o mo flight ni me ankasa Mr. Oseakoto
Agric Minister.
Yes.
Okay.
Chief of Staff Akufo-Addo and Kasa brother Bounty and Anebadokua, and then the rest were, I guess, security team, but there was the Anya checking here.
President daughter Dokua, no so Eka flight no.
But the chief of staff, so an assistant lady the Wendy no so come.
Okay. Now summarize this for us. Mokodru Kumasi no, what happened?
Oh, you could do Kumasi na Friday and so what happened was
Mokodru Kumasi na Friday numre ne wan. Which Friday numre? Hey, Serwaa Broni. When you listen to your 25th October video, you said you went and returned, and I didn't think the funeral was Friday. The funeral was Saturday. So why are you now telling us that you got there on a Friday? You got there on a Friday. Now you got there on a Friday. They waited, yeah, almost 45 minutes. Serwaa Broni, not the president and everybody was sitting there. So now you got to Kumasi on a Friday when the funeral was Saturday. Hey, Serwaa Broni. Serwaa Broni. Let's go on. You got there on a Friday. Taking notes. Let's go.
Madam for me, a friend has met to see Evelyn, me Benny, meet my Nebadokua, that kind of thing. Drink Ben or Venom sort of thing. And we had drinks, and BB very strange for me because it was the first time meaning the took Kumasi with these people. And when I checked, my luggage had been put in my bag. I see the same.
Wait. When you check your luggage, had been put. Serwaa Broni, when you were going to that Kumasi, he begged you. You're supposed to go with your baby boo-boo, Goliath. And Nana trickled the last minute, the waka one seat, people were playing noodle. Me one when you there, Sanaban. Naked luggage as a kind of neck, I will make a dress if Funa Neko Tunda. Ana a Kachishumba. Ana Pagua tent, Ana canopy, a Kapamaza, Ana Kachu chips. Ana catch a house. Ana a chair. Hey, you had the whole luggage in your formatic that they waited for you 45 minutes. Now suddenly you got there Friday and you had luggage. About so 1 hour what?
And my major say, hey, even big man like this, Christ, over to Trim Panada, no bad name, for I'm crying. I would think that the Nipan bag, this is a separate room from yours, maybe a middle of the night, you guys figure yourself out. But that made me think, say, a day out, Nipano ye bads, many Akufo-Addo in Annex now, it's free flight, and the meaning in Annex now, the same car.
Everything. transcribing. Na say what be movie na script na atwere wi. Movie ni ye. Iyo ya baze. Which one? He escape from Sobeba. Or he escape from Sobeba. He a fatal attraction. He a fatal attraction. Hey. You and Nana Akufo-Addo sat in the you with your red and black. I would just crane there. I'll call you through them. Serwaa bibi. Yeah. Oh, nkowie. Ampa. Oh, mentase. Mentase na senyi pa kono osinda ame mo boade. Did you not say there? You told Nana Akufo-Addo point blank that you don't do anyway. You say you lied because you wanted us to only concentrate on your trauma. So you lied that you told him you were a lesbian and you don't entertain his type. So the truth now is that when he hit on you, you accepted that you go and do lobby with her as two women. Is that what you want me to believe so that I can translate it to the people who are thinking like me?
I could stay or and you drew on my bags and his were put in the
from you.
Now, or two for guest house or no. Why not stay or
chief of staff na me say when stay or can say or program be done in numero baby when stay or. But I think almost everybody else that was on board.
I thought the chief of staff was on the flight back with
the room I stayed in, no. Akufo-Addo Badoku stayed in the room right next to us.
Now, what can you say?
You even stayed in a room. You stayed in a room where Dokua stayed next to you. How did you stay in a room and then the same person na we late no? The same person na mukoko do 45 minutes later fly you could do no. The same person na ubu efu se weja wo girl or na wo kwa akaka piece of mind at na sign. The same person wo kwa na ukura luggage. Afi ye fiada. Afi papa na one penny na wa from ama wo girl ebu efu na ye big deal no afi na wa kra wo girl sa wo kwa akoda nti wa pack a whole bag. Emma wo wa ba Ghana wo ba be onyoma papa bi na wa sesa wo ticket kra ma wo ba ne birthday kra ira no ukura bag ka ho. Ose na enyi na Akufo-Addo wa ahihye da mu ye ma me nti mo kono mo do mo sa akọhihye mu true. Okay. And now omo you to them. You even had a whole room on Friday when the funeral was Saturday. So now according to your story you stayed. Okay. According to you, let me go back and tell you what you said. Here you said that
Office. Say you in way relation to second I said North America. Diaspora for office or Ghana. Or no na wa say or protocol visa ma wa ultimate back Canada. Service and crew we too. Me luggage. Wa Jimmy honey
baby or say obedu ye na. Na wo se e kwa ada so. Wo se e kwa ada so afi aye nhia eso. Mama nkyere we. Una o kan.
there's only one space on the flight. And I was like, okay. Long story short, I decided to attend the funeral with him on the Saturday of the event. Yep.
I decided to attend the funeral with him on the Saturday of the event. Bitch, now you're saying you got there on Friday. What the fuck is the truth? Kevin Taylor saying when you go say, you Kevin should have done better analysis than I can ever fucking do. Ever back to now what? Many man ya roba. Share. Yeah, we'll be doing ya roba show by ya roba cutting say about me pen no quarrel with our roba. Don't give me bullshit. This bitch is sitting here saying, well, and then you're big deal. I'll go with him on the Saturday in Namaba. Then when she's talking to you, she got there on a Friday and the Kuapo or who didn't draw so up with Bray. Okay. Serwaa Kasa.
I'm so quite so baby, sir. Now will stay or 2 for a palace or mention a honey mention. So 2 for guest house view but anyways, it will come as your baby. And I want to know stay. So I went there because after a year, he insisted, say, me stay over the night. Na sada na nyumre so na okwa ko hu tumfo. Na ono and then the brother a meeting with Otumfo ntino. He would love for me to go with him to meet the Otumfo. Me menye go digger, menye girls here from saying. Girls here dressing queens and one queen for Ibi. So I was not and Kobia and president those type of chill tune for a big deal. But I told him said I can't stay over the night because my girlfriend Miami free Cape Coast Abakra or home. So I have to leave Kumasi that night, even if I have to walk. I'm not staying.
Did you all hear that? Did you all hear that? She said in her recent interview with Kevin, said they left on Friday. She had a room, supposedly, in her own elusive brain. No, only dokua, and away me opposite, and I find him singing. But right here, she's claiming that she went on the Saturday. She couldn't even stand. She just wanted to. She went on the Saturday, and then Nana was begging her, "So now chia Nana too for so." And I'll say, send your TV on the girlfriend, mommy, if you keep Coast about. Baby, Chiano on crying. Even if she has to walk from Kumasi, she's not staying. That's what you said, Serwaa. So I'm so surprised. Would you let's listen? If you did stay or did
that the private jets, Emma me, Neba Duku ya wawari na anu. Says I'm a friend doing an old Dukua. And my brother and chief of staff, Madam Freeman.
And trouble. She ordered a jet the same night that you say you have to, even if you walk, you walk. And the same Doku and I know that one chair will room on. She was also going that night, the same night. And a chief of staff now, see, she didn't stay there. She said she wanted to go somewhere into no one that hotel only be no. And also suddenly the same, and I don't know. Hey, Serwaa, due to order mo bonyo momo, more bonyo mama wata, more bonyo mama. Or a very necessary. That mo bonyo momo. Sunday. I ni nara. Order mo bonyo momo. Hey. We just delete. Papa Chagana from one shasai. I am going to Merba. Woman restart as in. My question is, Kevin, when she was sitting there telling you about universities, why wait? Didn't you listen to everything she has said to make notes, to know what to ask her, so that when she's bullshitting with you, you can Like, didn't you do all of that, or you were just Serwaa Broni Now, for me, if you were just following because she said that, then it's sad. It's sad. Then, Kevin, then we sit up to listen to sense from your platform, I thought. But no. I restarted this. I restarted my phone because it jammed. I don't think we can do all of it in a day because we've just scratched the surface. And if I don't go point by point, I don't know how else. Like, I need you all to hear exactly what she's saying and why I am disputing her facts. So, if I don't go this route, I don't know how else to do it. And Serwaa Broni. Too much. I mean, how can you not be for some sexual orientation? How can you always be giving videos and interviews? You wait there, Michelle, and say, wait there, Michelle, that can say, I say, so that when no, why give it to us as is. Okay, we can deduce. Yeah, Jimmy for us. Yeah, the traffic light is when the police for we know. Yeah. So don't give us what you think we can handle. No. Oh.
Sorry, I think this is the picture I'm looking for. I just want to. What can you say about this picture?
That picture, no, it was a year in 2 parts. That's why Saturday and Opano time or more.
Yeah, that's sorry, yeah, Saturday and Opano. Meanwhile, Saturday, no supposedly now also call you now sign ye. So Friday now call you would die, my dear Chintis. Friday and I don't know. Would that day now was the who are down chain now one other one the president. He was sleeping in the room with you. His daughter was next to you. What kind of something to send you when you were down for vacation home be? Now, my down for be here. We were crabbing a simple dining. Hey, why do you do him? Oh, well, why do you want you do
that body? No. Then we came back home, had lunch, took a nap between 12 and 4. This picture was taken around 4:15-ish in the afternoon of Saturday, July 20th, 2019. Na yaya ready a year no ankasa, and we are sitting on the bed in the room where Akufo-Addo stay.
So this was your ready for the year ankasa.
And sadly enough, I saw a photo.
I think
March 6, 2020. And I felt really bad and sad. And that photo was Akufo-Addo's wife. She also had photos I know I posted on Facebook within that environment. And I really felt bad that he would carry girlfriends to the same room where he sleeps with his wife.
Girlfriends.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I thought it was an arrangement. You how he will carry a girlfriend. You are not his girlfriend.
You use it for a year poster, no? Which I am not finding, but I think my team will get it for me. It was a room you guys shared. The reason why me winning is said, so share these pictures are me put it on the screen now. We are building a story here. Never say a month for never say a month for the beginning of everything. Send a you be drew. Not all count one sem now. man for better was say the can be a problem in free. Because as I speak to you now, I know say majority of Ghanaians any what you have gone through about a year One Akufo-Addo in Kitahu. There's one particular picture I am trying to find to put on the screen for you to at least confirm this picture. Now, Sebio, it's here for Ensube who say this particular room you are talking about, and no one the same room you took this picture, because I want to ask say Ankasa na ucha picture, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. A man for person say even the pictures we are seeing in Okrampono, they are all Photoshop pictures, and that pictures no enyawo. There's a flaw to our production today, but I think I found a picture in the person picture. There's a specific reason to person the picture we had to screen so send obia oshibiano. You explain that picture you move to other matters. People will understand your story. Now, picture way.
Picture number.
A picture way. We are very, very sorry. The system is quite slow because there are so many people online right now. Inti ama picture way. The first picture I'm share now ne Akufo-Addo. What them man say? You show me chia. The all kind of said the motim panel so you could see say picture is see in panitini so no and one is so background no room color no at the same thing. Picture way picture bay.
Picture way me and me try me nine and the hono. And as I share and tumana a woman I am on now, we send tumana and if you are near the you know. Now we were supposed to get up around 4 and get ready. Me sorry Jan until no that hono. And I'm the one that took the picture actually, and me na me nine down.
So you can confirm and say Liba Dukia came to the room and saw you in his room.
So say suddenly wake up your Friday. Suddenly I think Makwe ye na ba mo beresi no mudi mu and I would see ho Nana Addo inti train would I want too many mana would I sorry na will sign friend to man and I would see one I would dear wouldn't one night. So you are taking the picture for what? For what purpose? Because it didn't show your face, it showed your leg to prove that you are the one in the room with Nana. So that time that you were taking the picture, what was your motive? What was your intention? If that is you, and if that is Nana Akufo-Addo on the bed.
Akufo-Addo herself came in the room, not to share the papa, and I had to tell her, say, the man is in the bathroom taking a shower. Her room was right next to mine. We sat in the same car. I mean, we have chit-chat. We ate together on the same dining table. It's not a big deal.
Who else came to the room whilst you were there?
I think so we were supposed to stay till Sunday evening. Saturday, and I had an emergency in the evening and decided I'll leave there. And while he was trying to convince me to stay, because now see your call for her, on it, Mr. Seakutu, and they wanted me to escort them. And he all tried to convince me I'm still there. I have to go. I have a press second way to go now. He had just finished taking a shower of found a phone Fred, one of the bodyguard, Kofi. And I was shocked to know that he was there naked and Kofi would be able to walk in there to ask him, say, or friend or then, and then he was instructing and said, on friend and brother.
So why should he hide anything?
Okay, great. So now I want you to tell us the story. A year after all this encounter, what mama details about they're not whole, they're not only whole. Cecia, I'm going to allow you to tell us from there how did all this start.
As in the stage robbery.
Yes, all the way to the president calling you, you texting the president. We are going to show all these things, but I want you to tell the story so that Omo Muti Onankasa can make sense out of everything.
Okay, so what happened is day train, like I said, now was seeing it's now hot till Sunday. And Saturday, then you call a year by me decided to be free. Lucky enough, not Akufo-Addo brother, no, and then a Babu Kuani and any chief of staff, and I almost be free. So we all left together. And we could do it and made a set meaning then. We've landed. The next morning, Sunday, I decided to post pictures on Facebook. What I actually posted was that picture and I'm in a flight anymore. And then I posted, I think, 1 or 2 that I was within the flight. And I posted 2 many Kennedy Agyapong photos. And Kennedy crowd pictures, the statement be making a prompting because you'll be about Canada minimum because of Madame Fubia or Warren a cousin. Into your minimum. Into your no share me, you call a year, you got baby ma or Moko Didi. Whom you honor, so you pictures or Jimmy phone my will be so tired. Post to know if you say my Canada phone say. So that thought was in my mind. So when I woke up, I chose to post many Kennedy pictures and then I added some of the photos in the flight. About an hour later, let me call. If free, Akufo-Addo say. And then I post to a picture being the same post. And I didn't know, I couldn't be in a flight. Nobody had told me there was no security at UBNT. Right away, I'm still okay. Mean delete and no so saying Hamedia. It's not menema men and I'm not delete or the whole post. We thought that was it. Throughout the day I had numerous calls from Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo them number memo to find out then you be call send a BC and then of course we be a pictures. I didn't understand what was going on. The long and the short story is we ended up meeting Kempinski, myself, Mame, Da Costa, who is a Kennedy cousin, and on one Kennedy. And today, Mr. Kennedy Banner Becca says, what did we meet there to discuss? And why was there the panic?
And this goes to Kennedy Agyapong.
Yes. No, and yeah, no, the only question I have for Kennedy, since I'm already on Kennedy, I want Kennedy to also come and tell me, say, January 2020, discussion ben or name me have one. Now, discussion ben so no name one Colonel Poku, Michael Poku, any John Buedu, any to discuss say, and a day Tina no almost be compensating me. Bonnie ben and no be aye, why not I me Bonnie and no more compensating me? Nay, then. And I'm a second can say me my discable in same dana because not even one city my job can say that.
Can I reason at all? Right?
She know physically that, but I'm sure say or no, yes, because I think some of the pictures I have was doing.
Auntie Kevin, you have come to put this gentleman's picture here. Is it Kenelo Buku or somebody? Just put it there. Is this the person? Because Serwaa Broni is claiming that allegedly this man was part of some. So you just put it there. And you are dealing within the confines. Okay.
It's Kosovo.
Auntie Kennedy na me busa no nye Kennedy na me pese me busa ne say anyembia or disika bia ma me da na because me disika bia won nsemu da. And me pese me who say a day discussion and omo have we nti omo decide say they would need to compensate me na ye money bank na why something na omo compensate
what you claimed you had.
So yeah, go ahead after.
Okay, see if conversation we na a Sunday, the Monday myself and then we went to the Akufo-Addo office on invitation by himself, obviously. So there was nothing big deal. No more or story. We had to plan in case those photos resurface will face a year media. So then Rebecca send me a wine. Any other identity for Bass, Rebecca say, oh, me MPP for woman organizer or Canada. So we made up that BBNC. I went to his office on Monday. On Tuesday, I left Ghana and I'm back Canada. 23rd July 2019. That was it. As soon as Akufo-Addo communicated, there was nothing going on. He came here to Canada September, that's the 28th or so, no for US, no bar program. And that So within few days, no, I had gone to visit him at the presidential suite. I was they were from Toronto downtown, and that was where he told me, say, national security for no more interested in my phone, but time or man, yeah, when I'm young, come free Ghana, dada. Because the incident it came out on Sunday. I saw him Monday. I left Tuesday, so there was no time. And people say, understand why, and was yeah, with the obviously, and that was it. And it didn't. I mean, why would they be interested in my phone if there's nothing on my phone? And I want Akufo-Addo himself or send somebody to come on social media and say that conversation never happened.
He doesn't have time. He says I should come and reply.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
September, September, we're free Hanoma Ghana. And we need to have a whole lot of misunderstanding between the 29th of September and October 1st. It me decided something taking the calls be my dream. And he called me on the 14th of October. And also I'm really making school one seven then he wants to help me at the other. And I'm sure the crime Ghana. My plan is me Ghana but delay me 1970. No, so okay, what frame me in fact. And I'm still being the course. And I don't know. After that, within a week, no frame me, I mean, no, Mama hopes since so fresh frame me say, or Pamicho, best have a Canada. Now, make me a book hotel a manner. And thinking back at the incident that happened, I figured Senna Hopsin was coming really for me to maybe find a way to get my phone or whatever it was. Because when I made Akufo-Addo know, said, me, I'm a Bagana, Hopsin's trip never came on. There was never any more conversation of, oh, hotel, mommy. At some point, my friend hopes in one day catch and said, Bra, Ubenya ba, mammy, whom I may call Ghana, but meet me a hotel nama. So many hokrana and discount with them, you will get it. And he says, so only dates you know or drink honey at the other. And then at some point, and a Akufo-Addo mammy who said, only hopes in Akasa. Now hopes in Onya to the he will be the one meeting me. Because dates Nana made the Ghana, no, also Akufo-Addo the same day he was flying to Russia. Just a meno or my hopes and meeting. And something strange between Akufo-Addo calls was the day he thought I would be in London, Monday the 21st, but that was the day I was actually leaving here to get there the next day. Mene Kasemi and Channel Sabbath friend Big Sam said, nah, Mayor Transit were him, which was very weird. Now already when he said Mayor Transit to Amsterdam, then he called again to confirm say Mayor Transit to Amsterdam and how many hours I was staying, and it didn't make sense because I'm a bad Ghana now. Obi Beshiano airport or Ghana. You only need to know the time I'm landing in Ghana. You don't need to know the transit.
But you still came.
But maybe airport, I don't stay within the airport. I always check out and come back. So I'm not sure what that was also all about.
Okay, so Ukodru Ghana no, from your Facebook Live, and I saw incident in CA. In fact, I think majority of the people watching us now, they know about that incident. So-called national security force for came to attack you and your family.
Wait, so-called Kevin. He said so-called national security. You don't even believe a shit. Enna, the so-called national security. Serwaa, did you hear that? The so-called, that's how much Kevin Taylor doesn't believe you're a shit. He's looking for views. The so-called national security.
Any other day. There's one thing that you have never talked about. I think after the incident, Mukoye report our police headquarters. Na CID headquarters.
Yes.
Now Madam Tiwa and Nana a year CID boss then. Now anything I started a year interview, which I will say, Opson Adoye, unim the same. And there's been a couple of times about social media, so I can say, hotel room when we were that he didn't come there one by one baby, he never entered your room. Now, for some reason, we have an audio time or call a year, Madam Tiwa office, Madam Tiwa oho, Opson Adoye so by engagement in Opson Adoye made people know say ura a year room ho na you people cannot say of a BB and I say, one for BB and the second computer some fun. I think say from the Hobson Aka from day one, Edia Tunko 14 our Ghana say on the hotel hall he never entered your room, and there are so many evidence, video interviews, why Facebook. I think say you gave us this material, you per se na Ghana for 8 years.
Yes, Kevin.
The whole thing was staged
now,
and Hobson was the man behind it.
Of the boy who told me
let's take a few minutes. This audio money for it happened in Madam Tiwa's office. Abra Woho, your partner, Madam Tiwa Nankasa, and a Hobson. And
not today.
Nana Addo, Opokuno, Eba Ho.
Not a Colonel Opokuno in any poor hoye. Tiwa no na assistants me no.
Okay.
But a friend of Felix or CID assistant. And or Henry be also a CID assistant. Nana no more different or how dress it is or Henry I was if you near my session and but now yes or the
okay. So far nobody knew say there was a recording going on at our CID boss office, which happened when we come back. There are a few questions, then we delve into other matters. The conversation between Wo and Akufo-Addo, conversation between Wo and John Boydu, conversation between Wo and people who were put together to compensate you, and a whole lot of things. And for finality and two issues. So this is an audio interception. I see Madam Tiwa office Abra a year Evelyn. She got robbed. Omokoye case. Ewo police headquarters. This is the audio.
It's whatever that of the taxi or your laptop. Why was he in my room? Of what taxi? For what? Why was he in my room? No, we can still take it back. Why was he in my room? No, I haven't. What for that? Oh, we will go or something that. I mean, you go to a reception and take a key card and come to now that same day I can't say bring it up. I'm not to tell mommy I'm a big woman in the mail on the hotel. When you say that day is being robbed when you know but who does that? But what company saw that here? You know saw that here. No. Okay, because for you to actually be asking you know something. You rent a room for me. Who you say you want? No one call reception, no one call the card, no one call the door. For what?
So all of those first Kasana, you were saying it without Hobson being there. He just entered and I heard the good evening. So it was you about Tiwa CID and Nana Mokasano. Or rented dime I'm your call then a dime was in his name. You can go there any fucking time. I understand your concern, but he had the right to go there. He should have known that. You're smart. It now Hobson has entered. Good evening, Yinte.
Because at the time the robbery happened, when the woman police it was going to what
maintain you. I really can't hear it well.
I know how to take when somebody is destroying me. I know how to do I have to do that. This is the other part of the country. This case said
The thing is faint. And I'm missing catching room. Me point line so but I can't hear it well. I can't hear it well. I beg, I can't hear it well.
Only me should show on your phone. Say yesterday or the day before, whatever. Who friend me 1:30 because also I friend several times. Over reception also. Receptionist not free, but the video does not show the receptionist making a phone call.
Yeah, in fact, let me show that picture. Go ahead.
And see, instead of showing his phone and the records, he just said, "Meko MTN record number." The phone was in his hand.
So that's what happened. Now, when I get that Hobson picture now or hotel, and I think say you've shown it before. Or hotel or call reception or I think the CCTV, but I'm too crack I say CCTV cameras not capture, but the audio will be out. Now, I think say we time into it. Let's talk about the other parts of this whole. And remember, this is part 1. The reason why we are doing part 1 and say, I think Serwaa has some questions she wants to put out there.
I can't finish this.
And the legal team said if they don't get answers to those questions, then we will be forced to release whatever material.
Kevin Taylor, so better I must say what the team say if something is based on who gives a fuck about the shit you do with Batu. One to Munjoji, that's it. So don't come and make it be based on this, and if you get this and that, who gives a damn?
Some questions will be coming out who were deeply involved in the process. After that stage, that's why I'm saying we are working within some legal.
You are not working within.
We cannot, or I cannot, give a lot when it comes to videos, audio, conversation.
You don't have.
Amanfuaka said before we go to this compensation issue, Amanfuaka said you never had any conversation with Akufo-Addo, text message or emails. You never knew Akufo-Addo's number. How can you get Akufo-Addo's number? Akufo-Addo will never text you. We have 1 or 2 or 3 chats between any Akufo-Addo and what the president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo time after incident this year. Incident this year, I would like to put this on the screen if you want to speak on it. This conversation, it's a chat between yourself and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. This is the 1st of November 2019. And it was a conversation, texter or send a command. Now, when you read, "Hello, Nana, I am baffled a bit. Last time we sat over dining table on September 29th this year. And I think you have narrated the story at time about Canada and one next now a year in the hotel room or Mudidi any other day. Now, you went on in a conversation with the president, and at this point, the president actually responded. And the response from the president, Nana Addo, Evelyn, yes, my security team advised I distance myself from you. They were also interested in your device. However, I didn't order the attack. I'm calling. This conversation was it between yourself and the president?
And that conversation actually got recorded, and he also repeated it on that conversation. Said, security, national security were interested in my phone. A conversation on me I have, but on small. When he went on to even say within that year, education minister or somebody else had been robbed and whatever, but it didn't justify what had happened to me.
Okay.
And right now, because of legal issues and whatever, in this case still being before the legal team,
so I don't want to push it. Was this chat to between yourself and the president? After your message, this was the response from Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Hello, Evelyn. You are still my babe. I didn't know you are babe all this while. Hello, Evelyn. You are still my babe. Please keep cool, and your girlfriend will be fully sorted out after the elections. will be sorted out after the elections. John, and this John here is who?
This is sad.
John Wood.
Okay. John informed me you had agreed to wait, so I didn't understand the mails of requests. I would love to call you, but I have noticed my calls frustrate you. It's busy times.
This is
Be
sad.
patient a little more. Thank you. This is from the president.
What
Then lead you to this text message from the president, because I know you have already texted up there.
What happened is between January 2020 all the way to time of elections, they had Akufo-Addo Nankasa himself from November. But if anytime I'm sending a message, maybe one hope sending bloggers, I'm sending a message, then he will send a message across. So what became?
You said that. Mubacho, hold on, ma'am, 1 minute.
Yeah, then he sends it to John Boadu, and I want to say because when he said John Boadu has been a very long time friend of mine. Until no one so they are coming, John Boadu na John contacted me. Until I kept at some point John Cracker me said the man contacted me. On one big delay with that, no one sorting out me all that. But me I'm sending a message. Because what the trauma I went through, this is a point. The trauma I went through is so severe that some Facebook page, Akufo-Addo like to say COVID announcement, all those things. That I just get this panic attack and I get upset, and I will constantly message him that this and this you did to me. So I had sent him a message saying, hey, you claim you're going to settle me for the crime you committed. Where's the money? This and that, and that was the response he sent.
So wait.
Okay.
So after she had sent a cease and desist to the president, and the president had obliged, and he had stopped contacting her. Occasionally something will happen, whatever the fuck, and now she said, the compensation, which is it? How can you tell me that? Wait, Marba. Okay. How can you say that? Serwaa, you make me become a liar. You send somebody a cease and desist. And I copied the whole Canada. The man has obliged, he has stopped talking to you. Then out of the blue, you are going to ask for ABBA compensation. ABBA compensation. Oh, you are still my baby. So keep cool. It doesn't sound like the president. Do you know why when you go to court, they let you sign your signature over and over and over and over the fuck again? Do you know? Because of our Koshino. Because it be ja baby. It be nary. Hell, you are still my babe.
Because of the rules your lawyers gave us, because they have audio recordings of telephone conversations. They told us not to stress too much on it because it's something they are working on. Now, can you confirm, even though this is not the phone number we put out, is this the president's number?
Kevin Taylor.
Yes, and there's another one.
This is the first one.
Fakest shit anybody can do. So, if somebody comes to show you number.
These are the two numbers. I'm going to say the second one, but
+233 20222, then a blackout. That man was semi. Echo to two anoman who has about train the end to that man was semi. What can one infa? Hey, Kevin. Now, what proves the four digits there? What's the proof that the 4 digits are Nana's 4 digits? If I had Nana's number, okay, so let me say my number is 024578. Then there is some last 4. So I can easily put 024578, 1414, 1515, whatever the fuck at the end, and then name that Nana Akufo-Addo. Period. If you don't show me all the number, then you ain't got Nana's fucking number. Don't show me pieces of Mbuasam and tell me that this is not the president's number. That is not the president's number. The president's number has to be all of
it.
it.
Have records of.
Yes.
All right. This is also the second number of the president.
Shanada Tokizi. The number is incomplete, so it's not the president's number.
Confirm that. Now
you want
it's exactly 6:03. After we're going to take a break for 3 minutes. When we come back, we're going to talk about a compensation group, people who are pulling the strings behind the scenes to make sure, say, a year Evelyn was settled. But the question is, if you haven't committed a crime, why is there compensation? If nothing happened, if the president doesn't know anything about the incident, if the president says he's never seen this lady before, people making noise, why should there be a compensation? If I've not committed a crime, there's no way I have to compensate anybody to challenge. After this short break, I'll be back with our guest Evelyn to finish our conversation. You're still watching, with all due respect, exclusive interview with Evelyn on Loud Silence TV. All right, let me try and get us something.
Kevin, this is absurd. It's a sight for sore eyes. It's sad. Mr. Boy now. I'm recording us ex-president the court of gated community, mama no. The boy that you got fired because he told me too much, You know I recorded him for you, which is why he sent me his Ghana card and got him fired, That recordings. I don't get them. Propaganda. I have now found what it is. Propaganda spreaded over my name. Say you wanna give another life to him. Oh, Ben, he said that again. Propaganda. Hey, break na why chicho na. Eh? So he's talking. The volume went away. What's the system way who that one boss as some can I am? Wait,
it will not be a person that you trusted to be an akabo be an accident be, and you have this panic when you are approached with such a situation. So that's all there is to that. Title.
Forgive me.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Everything is jammed here. Our system isn't picking the sounds. We wanted to take a quick break. It's looking like the system is so jammed. Too many people online right now.
Too many people, too many money, too much money for Kevin Taylor and KTWDRF.
So we'll go ahead and just discuss the last part of the interview. That is the compensation part. All right, so we are back. We are back.
I am also back.
He said we can get our guest system is very slow. I'm sorry, but I am doing my best here to make this thing work. It is tough. Okay, so we couldn't go on the break. The system is jammed. Everybody's here, so it's been very slow for some time now. Now, the person who puts out a question: did President Akufo-Addo or take any steps to compensate you, and why should you be compensated if the president knew nothing about what happened?
And the answer here, yes. He agreed. He actually proposed to compensate me, and he asked me an amount, and I proposed an amount.
Yes, it was $2 million.
And if you see the conversation between me and John Buedra, you will see the amount is mentioned there, where John is also confirming the amount. And there's an audio conversation between me and few others. That amount was also mentioned there. And he had John, Agyapong, and this colonel to negotiate that amount I requested down to a certain amount. And in fact,
So
there was a
wait.
percentage.
If they had paid you the money, will your PTSD vanish? They have given you lagatin. They have given you extra lagatin. They have given you the pink lagatin. They have given you the red one. They have given you the white. Lagatins, brothers and sisters in your aminibi. We are bananko. I therapy in yala, Nichinano, wanko. One my word being funny, Azibia Pede Bia, wanko. Name compensation bureau for no wabaya. In John and Chawi Erbani, Wabadami Yancho quay. Senior compensation no kutia and about Obama we Yerbana wako. No, now Chile was this can was a good drip, no was this wodo. Chida was this was a good drip, no was a dripping, was this wodo. And a wild Badamanako. A return compensation. Just buffer drip.
I would want John Wood to come out and say, what did they discuss and compensate me for? And what percentage did he give me? And even the person who would hand it down also took a percentage out of it. I mean, in our audio, my all recordings of it.
Hey, girl. And I like any depon and this can also other bro not so a curfew. Can I know what to watch on Kakra? Especially so do and Cosia, but on Kakra. What by anything? I don't put a one finia, so on there can answer man. I mean,
who and who when this compensation process started? Because we have on record a document that was signed between you, your party, and the president's party. A compensation was proposed by the president, and those compensations were supposed to be paid.
The lawyer, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, barrister at law, he got a nincompoop like Serwaa and his supposed party, Abro party, Nana, they were him to sign document. You want to tell me that Nana Akufo-Addo implicated himself to portray that he has had anything to do with what? And that he is taking so much full responsibility that he is putting it on record that this person has to be compensated and he's willing. I'm going to know when you are not done.
Document. And those people there, and I know, sir, there are a few people who know about this document. Can you tell us, Nipa, or more access to this document? And the Minoka say, said a document like that was put together.
Okay, so that document, Nipa Omo, so there's a lady that, out of the respect for my legal team, they don't want her name mentioned, and I won't mention her name.
You don't have a legal.
I also saw this motherly figure in her, and I think for the few times I met her, she actually tried to secure my safety and all that. So I won't mention her name.
The few times you saw her, she was securing your safety from idea at Torrentum. At Torrentum, or if I didn't have a tono, because you in a volcanic eruption or continuing maybe first eruption. Waba. In the city, I in a landslider and not Klondike. At which one? I was some nefisi away, no will save one.
Is there, and she's been pushing for her boss and the people that do the cleanup job to do the right thing. So she's aware of it. She has a copy. I have a copy. You now have a copy. My legal team has a copy. All the euphoria tests Wagus has a copy of that.
Wagus has a copy of the compensation agreement.
Oh yeah, and so Akufo-Addo I think he's also a lawyer and. I think honored ambassador of Jamaica, whatever, to Ghana. So yeah.
And now wine.
Was there an affidavit attached to you? Did they see it? Ghana.
Try say
court of arms.
They will talk to you when this compensation thing started. Are there some people, powerful people in Ghana, who try behind the scenes to talk to you about this issue I see between you and the president?
So between 2019 and till now, there have been a whole lot of people trying to get in between that I wouldn't want to mention Obi-Edi, but they know themselves, and there have been a whole lot of people trying to, the few names I've already mentioned, Ibi Eken, John Buedu, John assistant, or my brother, my name is Money Deal, but he walks right hand to John. The woman that I shouldn't be mentioning her name, and few others, yes. In fact, even Bumpty himself was part of. He has a copy of that legal document that you have.
Now, one brand also copy.
Now, apart from politics group, are there people outside there also try to talk to you?
I have how many views?
Talking to me or
trying to negotiate.
Negotiate what?
There's been countless people I guess party favors. They've tried, and I've told them, say, I don't want to have recordings of it. I don't want to take OBS to make it look like so if anybody thinks that they want to solve this issue, they should contact my legal team. And those things are
they should contact you. Who is your legal team?
I want to ask you a straightforward question. The president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, has he ever threatened you before?
I wouldn't say he's directly threatened me, but he's told me, say, if so, Sanyawa brand, Sanawanya, the position, if anybody dares, that is a threat, because I was daring him.
It's a threat, Emma.
Was it a telephone conversation or was it a text message?
It was a telephone conversation.
And he specifically said, can you quote him?
Or say that this was October 1st when we were having that argument, and he just said, he like picture that me posted and then other things I have on my phone. I mean, if he said, I opened up a YouTube account and I gave him the password. It was a secret account. I gave him the password to it, and I don't know. So in YouTube was, and he went on like, if it comes out, then or no, sana what brand sana on your position, if anybody dares. So yes, who bring in a political career down, and I think it's a threat, but not like I'll kill you, any of that, no.
Okay, you said you have some questions for some people, and not lying, no, because if those people don't come out to confirm their working, as I spoke to your legal team, no, they will give me the green light to bring you back the part 2, the whatever materials is there, no, materials are there, no. Give it to me, they are 12 on team. I'm going to allow you to talk to people you know directly. They have talked to you, you have spoken to them, they know this matter, and because you want to protect your credibility, now Mobiati, I say you are not doing this for money, but there are people who know about all this and all that happened. And see, I'm just going to allow you to do that part if you're comfortable.
Sure. Before I do that, a little something small about what PTSD is, and because I'm a medical, so let me just talk
medical doctor.
Me ba bontin me be kasa October and say, oh, Akufo-Addo, I mean, I've suffered PTSD, which I'm still suffering PTSD. It's a post-traumatic disorder. It doesn't mean meaning the America, you go on people's page and they write, oh, nakonum wedro. If say generally about 80% of people suffer PTSD. And yes, will be the two oversee was so Obi and and now when you're miscarriage, that person has this fear, say, when you're car accident, your brain sends this sharp signal, allowing you to start fearing for your life, to think, say, at the end, maybe a true one, be better me as I to. And there's a whole lot of examples. In my case, what happened to me is because of a man, and study a true minute and so air to na a car door. My sister before count the time so mobile no be my name car door. They slammed it on my foot, so I suffered hematoma. And my brain signals me. So when I'm not my brain will tell me, say, hey, you may not be.
Inti say was a one more compensation new year. Eba driver. And now so one more compensation you na Blue Mountains on Wobe Street in Dua Karijamo. Oh no, PTSD no. Obafahin wako. You sweat it out like in Fifi. Many pepeda mumu. I want the correlation between Asamna Tete me pa Timudi among compensating me. Man compensating me and then mammy whom is so man national lesson can me. Kenya Japan or two but he will do 16 hours in 1 second. 16 times 1 second. In Kamabada. Now Nana be hello fellow Ghanaians are ne. What? Let me just begin to come to go.
I have to pack my very way to my surroundings. My very me check it na my packing, na my take it.
But when you see
I've put security cameras
okay.
all over the place.
Security
and I still
camera
don't feel safe.
is necessary. You
and
don't feel
safe
because you talk too much. Say what? You don't feel safe because you talk too much. Too much. I can't do it. Now, push in a sodoso. You little pussy. Now, balata.
That said, or de me fee address, me birth certificate, me information, me manko phobi. And no be na boy be or take room ha minimum no see name me. Ejina courts to say because of my personal information. So before I go that 9% go for what PTSD and yes will be up on that. I am sure so will be watching 9 out of 10 people watching us would have suffered something called PTSD, whether you've been raped before, teacher be our co school or bo and they say obino because I know obi wa cry starve no on you net here come the science and the biane stock. PTSD is just something you've suffered, whether you've even witnessed obi or who say abuse obi and a car obi and a accident and you have this panic when you are approached with such a situation. So that's all there is to that.
How now with your family, your one family, how did it affect you? Your relationship with your family, or and your partner, how did this affect psychologically?
You have absolutely no idea, and it's still going on. You know, I'm a mother of boys, and boys near mama more there, you can tell. So when they knew I was down, I mean, like I said, baby, I'm here. I've worked there for 17 good years.
It is
only
not
time I take off
possible.
is to go on vacation. And for me to have taken time.
Those of you here, Uncle Yoku Sangari, who say that it is possible that Serwaa took a 2-year leave. There, Abrafunuman 2 years. Did you hear her? She says the only time she takes time off is vacation and now all to can. On take a 2-year leave, be off, Mopocho. According to her.
School or bo they say obi because I know obi wa cry starve no on you net here come the science and the biane stock. PTSD is just something you've suffered, whether you've even witnessed obi or who say abuse obi and a car obi and a accident and you have this panic when you are approached with such a situation. So that's all there is to that.
How now with your family, your one family, how did it affect you? Your relationship with your family, or and your partner, how did this affect psychologically?
You have absolutely no idea, and it's still going on. You know, I'm a mother of boys, and boys near mama more there, you can tell. So when they knew I was down, I mean, like I said, baby, I'm here. I've worked there for 17 good years. The only time I take off is to go on vacation. And for me to have taken time off because of this PTSD, it's a big deal. And before I'm able to say this,
how much time did she take off for the PTSD? 2 years. 2 years she took off. So let's say, arguably, the company is too good. They gave her 2 years off. Off no, or come home more 17 years now. And now opposite only 15 in.
All these people who have a copy of the document you have, they also got a copy of my medical records. They requested the emails between me and the president, or between me and the Canadian government, between me and the embassy, between me and victims abroad, Canada, they have detailed information before the compensation team would agree on anything. They had information as to how much time I've missed from work, how much trauma I suffered, who I saw, what I took, what therapy I went through, and here we are.
So we will come to your final part where you want to pose some questions. How do you feel when you hear other women sit on platforms to make you feel, say, you don't know what you're talking about, you're a liar? And
when you finish, Kevin, ask her the same fucking question in reverse. That Ameso, when she sits and hear that man somehow to me and Nalampon Kashina, Besabia and Kenya, Sambia, and our Shama, what that means it was some. How does she?
You never go through such a thing. That treat you also. You're the matter form, the multiple. You don't know a second. You got to go up.
Now, young sister, see, I didn't two from your bootu, no baby, or Kevin Taylor. Don't embellish it. She said they told them to go and lie down in the grass. They took everything. Nose ring, ne fee, or more preno. But at no point did I hear say, yeah, boom. She even categorically said she's heard people say that she was beaten. She was not beaten. She was, hey, Kevin, don't embellish it.
For when you see from now it will there, it could go off. Maybe the panko no meanings of obesity, but also because in the rush and all that, they could make a mistake and pull the trigger. What are you going to tell women, especially women in Ghana, who are going through different forms of these kind of harassment near their day from men near their day?
She can't tell me shit. I've been through every harassment and you still didn't give me the platform to say it because I won't allow you to take compensation somewhere.
The gun was not only going off while I was lying on the floor. The gun was going off while I was still in the car, shooting all over the place, asking me to get out.
Shooting all over the place.
I wasn't aware of myself within that few minutes. I had to take off the seatbelt. So I had to get help from my amic. Say, Eva, take off your seatbelt. So this trauma, these people who are all there saying, and you say, all I want to say is pray it doesn't happen to you. And pray that if it happens to you, it will not be a person that you trusted as a friend who would actually send people after you. Because you would never know until you're in that situation. You will never know. And yes, Etuono could have even got me. What if I had a high blood pressure? You don't know. Situation. What's more, I know said they didn't tell the persons to kill me. Because in recent conversations, while they are trying to debate back and forth, they have actually said, if they knew Hobson will fuck up, excuse my Italian, if they knew Hobson will make a mistake, typing Serwaa on the way for me to come back and find her, they should and would have killed me. They didn't know that I would come back and find the evidence. So your banner would
they should put yourself and in this situation,
says cousin, mommy, whatever. And somebody,
what about me?
Has done this to me. And the fact that my finding out, and the person is not sorry for what they did, they are sorry that they are caught. And that person wishes, says, and no one means say, me a chairman, same way in Abba, and Kebianka, I mean, how, who does that?
So it's been confirmed from Oman.
So just for honorable
follow the plan and he
or whoever you alleged type Serwaa.
Not that he messed up to kill me. He messed up when he came in the computer, when he came in my room and used the password. Maybe he was supposed to clean it after, I don't know, but they messed up. And if they knew it would be like this, I would have been killed.
So
what do you want to personally share with women in Ghana, especially? We know our society.
Share it for the rest of the women because me.
They are facing worse things.
And so it's annoying that you are lying with yours. You're crying wolf. Bullshit. Next time we'll be Papa won't do
it's not easy. What will you tell them? Because people need to start speaking.
I think, sir, we are all not the same. This is a bold step for me, but I'm also a very strong person. And you'll be honest to send me. But even if you cannot tell your story, to come on a camera to tell your story. Maybe you should trust somebody to tell your story for you. Because
Not
these
Kevin
people
Taylor.
are wicked people, criminals, and your
Not
politicians.
Kevin
They're
Taylor.
people
Maybe
just
I can story
random
check
people
Kevin
who are
Taylor.
also like Akufo-Addo himself. And it's really terrible. This is where I bring Dokua into this. I'm older than her, but I could be her bigger sister.
Why the fuck
her
do you?
father introduced me to her.
Why are you
as
so obsessed with her? She's not your fucking friend.
Sleeping next door.
She didn't.
Akufo-Addo Baba.
About something.
Yes.
Okay.
And a
she would come into that room. I would also communicate with her. We would sit and eat together, travel in the same car. And this has happened. And we will be very close and they communicate. You have not been able to tell your dad, say, you know what you did is wrong. And you knowing your dad, I am sure you know what he's capable of. And the same thing goes for the wife. Topless photo I heard the woman's reactions because when nobody, she knew say or no. When you guys were saying Photoshop, she knew and she's been in that room. That particular room, when you go into the washroom where or no so she uses that same room.
O2 guest house.
O2 guest house. There's the jacuzzi bath on the right hand side to the back. Then there's a left side where besides the toilet seat, they have that urinal or toto or like a small, it looks like Ghana for because a small toilet seat. And that is where the government, the president will always put his sponge bag. And he uses coconut oil and he would put his coconut oil in front of the She saw that photo and she knew that was her husband. And I'm not the first. There have been countless girls who has this man's photos, videos, whatever.
And so
the cleanup team will compensate them. A lot of them are in my inbox as well since October.
Fuck all of those
I would
girls,
have hoped
bitches.
Her being a mother, I mean, she could give birth to me. Her being a mother, her being the first lady of whatever. You would urge your husband to do the right thing.
Hey, say what will you you have gone to fuck the man, according to you. So then someone who chose who so true. However, no. Now you also want the explicit Rebecca to also go and push the the highest level of Ahoba Mutumizasho. Hey, it can someone sharp command the me say what? No one says I check. Hey, ya poor papa, you are woo sense so enya sentiments against the first lady of the country. Hey, what damn you do it? You can tell you sat down and watch her say such stupidity. Cause yeah. Away. Samia ukune yeroyen ma ablakoko. Unkofa ablakoko. Hey, away. Rebecca, you expected the woman to do what for you? To do what? Tell the husband to do the right thing. You wanted Dokua to. Hey, this thing should end so that I can go and sleep.
But I mean, I don't know if this is their normal lifestyle or whatever, but Samia, I would be frustrated.
You are irrelevant.
She saw that photo and the conversation she had with people, I heard it. She was very upset and disappointed. But still, here we are.
So she was very hurt and disappointed, so she do what? Wait, what do you want to Lewis? Did you see that Hillary left Bill?
Because the guest house one and the more
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but let me say Otunfo is aware of the situation that is going on. And I think he tried his best to try and solve it. So he approached some people, and the Euphoria ties and the people that are on the Akufo-Addo side, didn't want Otunfo to get to know the details of the
Which
incident. So they
details?
would always stop my lawyers or men or say this, they would put them back.
Well, lawyers
so he's
support
aware of
you
the
for-
situation, but as to how much he knows, I don't know.
Your lawyers are going to go to for you. Your lawyers.
Hotel Ben now reside here. I hope na be Echo Minnesota County. On a hotel Ben.
Golden Tulip
Hotel. Now, Oka lawyers are saying, has the president and his team, his compensation team. I know, sir, from what you are saying, they have met your lawyer. Has there been any confrontation between the lawyers and the
Well, we don't know directly. I guess you're referring to the break-in and entry that happened. So that when the legal team started with them and the battle started getting one night, the law firm got broken in. Law firm, apparently they've had it for about 15 years. And for the first time, it was broken into. Laptop, but I mean, they did a damage of about $10,000.
So just leave it. You say you have some people you want to pose some questions to because it will move us to part 2 of this interview. This is part 1.
This is part 1 for me too.
After these questions on the Bible, if reactions to be bad, they are promising said they will grant us access to all materials to publish audios, videos, pictures. But before the interview, we had this agreement say you have some people you really want to send some message to because they know, and you guys all know what is happening. You can go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, there are a lot of names that I would not be able to mention.
Madam, go on.
The few people are omudiaba already, no. A bit to say JB. The person who said JB, they say discussion. John Buedu, also the national secretary, the national whatever, of the MPP party. The person who said discussion ben on me have between October 2019 and January 2021. Crime ben obi committee yenti na or try say or ben negotiate and obi no oya hwan oya the boss na the boss ben and I committed crime be against me.
You have these questions.
Negotiated compensation. Percentage ben and what compensation no ma otua de ma me.
Into
so I'm trying to read and
add the compensation this is what you want us to do.
And also the percentage brain no so percentage ben no multi free
can this girl or
JB no video ben na me no nyina tena ase hwe ya e ma a kire no ofa so cheesy president no na ama sese no call baby o ka asem foforo se won ye na so conversation recorded that on other people's
John, where do you know about
Kevin has a copy of it. All confirm said he had actually seen the video. Video
Kevin document be a bullshit no cash rate. He produced a baby what?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are straightforward questions. I think I have one last. I want you to confirm.
I have a lot.
Okay.
And I'm a person who also said, or no, why did he feel the need say and stand or more better to Abano? No, I said, calm me down.
Because now when them go away,
so that goes to JB. Now I have a question for Tiwa.
We might not have the patience to deduce that you can
any assistant fellows na Tama hopes in or ba hona or interrogating no. Ni team no can so mbeko hopsin efie akoye further investigation. I may watch chat of it Kevin or a copy of it. E den ti na omagina so say afi de mbeko hopsin fie akọ say omubenya me hu bibi. In fact we share conversation no kra me can say by now dey say bibi kra e ni fie and the person me money din. Well, let me say I responded say sometimes will be far idea and rate me feeling when I copy you. Intina ye den inti dey nyina fo no munya ye. Na omo ye me hopes and fingerprints no. Now my year fingerprints of my laptop no. Was there a match? Now I know about how I beso so me my laptop. Na mpese me ho so say me case file no akosi sen and then a buy.
Who are you asking?
And then
so Madam Tiwa is not the CID boss now. This question you are directing it to a current CID boss, Kenya Boa.
Why is it we away from near Tiwa ni mo mina no bisa no question on be
position. But I know say new boss abano docket you get that white down. I don't think it's a docket you are talking, so he can also respond to this. All right.
Okay, nti Akufo-Addo so one of one personal doctors, a friend of Dr. Gordon of Labi, and Michael Upoku, or a colonel, just a fancy no hooks a boss. I want to know, say, Omunina, between 2019 and 2020, why were they negotiating compensation with me?
You think they were negotiating? They were just saying things for you to
kind of Michael
and to get to the point like this.
Dr. Gordon of
why a mistake when we playing now where you try compromising pictures.
And I hope so. I have a question for him. Minimum baby, you binti, and I me bear still.
Now I adopt
and
what's your person adopt
okay, to me person me say no why na instructed no say omra me shia me wo airport sir Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019. Why na can't
you told us that Nana said it. Maybe
why na bookie? A man is scheduled bookies our hotel rooms now. Nanka 5 days. Then so after robbery, no. May end day upstate 10 days. Extra 5 days. Ne Akufo-Addo na sabi tia. Why the tia first 5 days? No why na man is because we need your baby and if me need your baby for him to book a room that is $230 a night.
Honeymoon baby, I would say Toronto one.
I'm trying to figure out. Facebook, so I'm my answer. Why not smile? That's all. See you behind smile, and then I'll come back with the evidence to him.
Yes, I can.
And then Kennedy, Agyapong so on Friday. I think I've already asked in the beginning. Say, and in the old Skebia Mamedana because on first Skebia Mameda, and also no. Oni JB any Colonel Michael book committee edin no mu committee ko discuss yenti ana omo person mo compensate me with a certain amount na edin ana na ma ye adwuma bia mo no mutia meka
enu de me sure you were not anywhere near their conversation work out do next pussy young pussy I mean not near I heard that I say
okay and then Akufo-Addo na Ankasa himself I have a message for him. And there be messages Nana me sending no so sorry no I send ya koma JB and a dear pa dear na no so se beba bonten den the antina de bi o pese JB calm me down JB calm me down na and then so a man he decided say he will even negotiate a compensation with me I didn't know compensate me for. I would like to know.
All right. Okay, so you just heard it for yourself. This is the first part of our interview. There's part 2, and I know those people are watching. It's better you guys respond. We don't compensate.
Okay, so it is better, Kevin Taylor, you respond to me. I am saying that it's a hoax. It's bullshit that you say that when you Serwaa Broni or when you na asem abena would it be floodgates for women or your cost yakaka because my samba first stood on this same fucking platform asked about me. Monica Segumens have brought you my info because Tulip will give you. We contacted I miss a boy now. Obeka Chere me say former president BC. He's going to give you also a amount. I should demand for a gated community, emu apartment, emu car, emu security, emu one. Boy, now me recording now me dem ma now what they come out with former president almost see he has said too much to me and me I'm dead now. We will be to for confirmation. What the boy no ne Ghana card. Ebe chemi me confirm me say you're not boy no my me dino see you get his mic shadow of my besi and neck boy no maintaining can Kevin. I have the info. I have the record and I did it. When I say I did it. Me and your boy, no mommy. So please, this is part 1 of part 1. This is part 1 of part 1. 1A. Me see me the back on better was a better. See me pamu chop. Baby ode ni interview no abesi no. And a baby I make me a church mu ama me obi inconsistency and the bullshit in no. And no. You see I cut 3 minutes.
Go further to tell all these people I mentioned and I said Serwaa Broni. So
but
I think say you people have enough platform to tomorrow go out there. Say Serwaa Broni, you can come out and say
I have come out to say she's lying with her own words.
You know nothing about Akufo-Addo and this lady's relationship.
I don't have to know shit. I'm listening to her own mouth.
Defend the president. I hope you said tomorrow, no, you better catch the presidency, no, and I said, to come out and do what? Tell the world, say it's a lie.
We also need you to do the needful tomorrow morning and come and say Maura Williams is crazy. She ain't got shit on me. I never told her that I'll take her story.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. I am very, very much pleased. You've given a lot of women voice in Ghana, around the world.
She has not given anybody voice.
Might not be happy
tonight, because
the bigger picture is you have shown courage. You have shown it does not matter how people see you, where they classify you, how they classify you. He has used you for his whatever. Views. At the end of the day, you have proven that some things need to be talked about or spoken of. And I'm also urging young women. I'm urging people out there.
No young woman should fall for his crap.
It's about time. People out there with power understand that you cannot abuse their office, you cannot use the power.
Just say it's going to go his way. Talk the way they want you to talk. Embellish your truth.
Thank you very much for being here.
Bullshit.
I am very much.
Yeah, also, yeah, on behalf of myself and my family and everybody. Although my Bushafo don't want this happening, but I love you guys. I respect you, and that is the reason why there's a limited information being shared here.
Limited information because you don't have
social media in your court. So the legal team is there, and the legal processing will still continue. It hasn't ended. The legal piece will still go on. Thank you all. Kevin, thank you for having me.
I still going to watch.
I really appreciate your time. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, so that was the interview with Evelyn. And as you can see here, you've heard it for yourself. We are not going to pick phone calls. The part 2 will be coming very soon. Depends the reaction from all these people. And
they won't say shit.
Or trade date, or trade time, or trade location,
on trade
or name,
or dates.
Tomorrow we expect to get some
inconsistencies.
The reaction number will be forced. And that is the conversation.
You should be forced to do it. You are running away. You ain't got
us to hand over videos.
This is 2 hours.
Because this is the only way that gets.
Meanwhile, it's a 1 hour 10 minutes.
Listen, gentlemen, thank you very much for being here tonight. It's been a pleasure. The time you spent with me here.
It has not been a pleasure. Walampo emude ezunkosiesam, but epede takamashi. Ne today, oh yeah, is listen, we are not stupid, okay? And I am happy that I didn't come with my own Okandan. This is assertion. I went according to what she said and what you said. There's too much more on the other one in blase, but I want to go to according to this. I don't want to meet any light-offs. I cannot read the comments. I appreciate all of you. Even if I do, me I should have to reply me na me pa won chow ai na say nya me pa I am praying that we will all belong to our parties, but also learn to say the truth where need be. You don't have to just follow sheepishly. Ebi o papa na baby. But who are dreaming say away them papa on you. And so what we go say poppy a day or whatever. But don't also just go and stand and say, yeah, my father is right, but once my father is doing, no, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. That also doesn't mean that go and insult the way Jimmy who him say, oh, that I like the way you are doing it though, but I think Sanka may say, but so see any side any Miss Reka say, may wo pa mean could be. Agree to disagree. Don't just follow sheepishly when you're giant. Into you swing and say no. And then these people, I don't owe anybody shit. Miss Malabu vote to Oklahoma since 92. Me obian be fake man. Me nyanka me debe voting for the people I want to vote for. But so far right now, nobody is worth shit. Okay? So for I'm sure there will be more of these. I would love to analyze anything. If the analysis will be in favor of NTC, if it will be in favor of whoever I don't like, and need be that I make the analysis for discerning ears, I will do it. Even if it hurts me, I'll let you know. I am here. Send me will you die when you say that? Will you die? Anyway, thank you so much, all of you, for listening to the most authoritative, most educative, for listening to the most analytical. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Those of you going to listen to other platforms, go ahead, but please use your own, please. Use your own head. Listen. Who you listen to matters when you are listening. Discern. Thank you so much. I'm sure I'll come your way shortly soon, depending on how things go or what trends or what interests me or what response I have to give. And do my quota to help as a citizen. Thank you again. Mebompa say Obia Ebenya, good evening, good night, good whatever it is. I mean, good night. So thank you again. Have a pleasant evening.